Welcome back to Dadskillz. Today I'm going to be making two great looking table lamps from these two blue bottles. I'm going to have a look at how we prepare those. And for the actual lamps themselves, I've got some rather nice grey black accessories that I think will look pretty cool. Right, let's make a start. See what we need to do.
Dadskillz, 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 Dadskillz.
Okay, so on these bottles, I've got two exactly the same. So all I've got on this one is the name of the company and the product. And as you can see, I've got no other labelling on it at all. So if you look on this one that I haven't done yet, I've still got the labelling on the back and this labelling underneath, which I don't want. So I'm going to peel those off now, and normally this is the bit where you get the hot water out and you get scrubbing, or you might get the white spirit out. You see this bit there? It's got this awful sticky mess left there. But I'm going to show you a neat little trick that I tried the other day on this one that seemed to work an absolute treat. So you see, got these awful labels off. I think I'll leave that. That looks really nice, I think. So let's have a look how I'm going to get that off. Okay, this is the bottle with the sticky labels. How sticky that is. So what we're going to use, well, we are going to use elbow grease. This stuff is brilliant. I don't know if you've got this in the States or wherever you may be, but this stuff is brilliant. So I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to leave it on there for 5 minutes, come back to it, run some hot water over it and give it a scrub, and it should be gone. Right, as you can see, that turned out really well, and there's not even a mark of the label that used to be there. So that's brilliant. So the next thing we don't want is this. All that, we'll cut that off. And we'll cut this off. Right, next thing we're going to need is a hole. The instructions say a 10mm hole. So there's a little line there, you probably can't see it, but there's a little cast line running around the bottom there. So I'm just going to put that across there. Over that. So I'm going to have the cable coming out the back, not the side or the bottom. And I think this will also help my drill bit grip a little. And so I'm just going to put a hole straight in the middle of there. Okay, so I've got to be really careful when I go through with the drill bit. I'm not pressing so hard that this bit goes all the way to this side and cracks it, or I hit the glass with this bit and crack it. So put that there for a minute. I'm just going to go in the middle there somewhere. It's relatively easy to eye it up in the middle. I'm not doing it underwater or with water running over it. There was nothing in the instructions for these glass and tile drill bits to say I needed that. So let's see what we get. I'm just going to drill a quick pilot hole, I think. It might make it easier. And also using this, it might help the glass splinter a bit less. And so when we take it off, hopefully it should be a nice circular hole and no splinters. So a lot better with a pilot hole in it. So we'll do this one. So this one, I'm not wiggling this round. To stop any more splintering, I'm just going to go straight down. Right, okay, so I think as you can see from the drill bit, there would have been no advantage using water with it because the drill bit is absolutely fine. It hasn't distorted or anything with heat. The only advantage of using water would have been less dust, I suppose. But then I would have had the disadvantage of having to do it somewhere else where there was running water over it, which would have made it a touch tricky. Right, I'm going to clean these up and I'll get back to you. Well, they turned out really well. I'm very happy with those. Holes turned out well. I've washed them out, I've left them to dry for a good bit. So the next bit is to have a look. We've got Electrically Wise, and I bought this kit off Amazon because it was just so easy instead of having to make your own. And I obviously want this to be, you to be able to replicate this. So I bought this kit off Amazon. I think it was about 17 quid. And I got the bottles for nothing. So a couple of table lamps for 17 quid each isn't too bad, I don't think. So we've got an all-in-one plug, fused, 3 amp, which is excellent. Nice length on it, and then we've got a inline switch. And then we've got the end, which is brilliant, isn't it? Now in the kit, you also get a bung for the top. You then get a nice black grey looking cover, and then that will go on there like that. So that's excellent, that's that end. So this end, you get this little grommet that pushes in there nicely. So first thing I'm gonna thread that through there, I think. Push this in. Right, I'm gonna try a little trick. I can't get that out, so I'm going to fold that over like that. I'm gonna put that in, and can I get that to hook around that? What we're gonna do for the other one, I don't know yet. To wait and see. There we go, right, that's excellent, that's out. So, this is another tricky bit. I don't want this to be too tight, but I also don't want to be too loose. So, when that goes on there, and that pushes to there, how will that look? Right, so we need to remember this bit. So I'm going to put a little bend in it, because there's another added little safety thing that they give you. So we're going to push all this all the way through. There's our bend. So we're going to put this on. And this will stop us being able to pull this and it pulling the electrics out of that, which is what we don't want to happen. So that's there. You see we've got this on there. So let's pull this through. There's no pulling that through, is there? That's in. So now we can push our grommet in, which has gone in lovely. So what you'll see is I'm just putting my cutters over that, and you can use all sorts of things. I think in the previous video I used a adjustable screwdriver, adjustable spanner. So I'm just going to put that over there. I'm not crimping obviously the cables at all. So I'm just going to push down, and that looks brilliant. So now we've got a nice grommet there, so we're not going to cut the cable. Right then, the business end. The first thing we need to do is get our bung so it's tight enough that it goes in there and stays there. And what you do is you tighten this up, and it tightens that, and it. So is there. Am I going to need loads of tools for this or not? So can we do that up? No, I think I can do it up with this. That saves me getting another tool, doesn't it? Right, I can feel the bung tightening. It's not quite there yet, is it? We shall turn a few more. Okay, that's a tight fit now. Yeah, nice. I can only just move that, so we'll tighten that a touch more when it's in there. Put our little cap on. It's looking very handsome already. This is the next bit. It's imperative we get this right, this bit. This is another area that if we get this wrong, we will be in the stuck. So, what have we got? What makes up our little bayonet fit in here? So we've got that tightening ring, goes on there. Obviously your lamp is gonna fit into there and turn round. We've got our points of contact, and then we've got our base. So we're going to screw the base on first. Nice, really nice, and we're going to turn that so that our little earth fit in there, which is imperative we utilise that. That's going to be at the back. Right, okay, so using a suitable screwdriver, I'm going to undo that, and we're going to pop our earth wire in there, which is this green and yellow one, and that's going to go in there so you can see it popping out the other side, and we're going to do that up. Perfect. Next, we're going to attach our neutral, which is blue, and line, or live, which is brown. So, I'm going to undo my terminals here, and these wires will go in through the bottom. And which way do they go around? Doesn't matter, is the answer. Doesn't matter. Make sure they're nice and tight, that you don't want those coming loose. Right, so can you see in the end there? They're in there nicely. And now we push the whole thing down, and so this excess cable will now go into the bottle. To there. And we find our locating little indents there, which is there, that's fine. Pop this on, some more locating indents there. Pop our ring on. Do that up nice and tight, that's excellent. Now at this point, you can then put on whatever shade you want or whatever. I haven't got one for this exercise, so we're gonna put this ring on without. Cool, so there we have the first one done. Nice and easy. I'm very happy with that, how that looks. I'm gonna get on with the next one, and then we'll see what they look like at the end. So there we go. Another project we've done together, and I think they look really cool. I think they look really effective. I think the black suits them. They're all nice and safe. Electrically, they're safe. There's no way this is gonna get into this cable. All this is all pre-made, so that's brilliant. We've done this safely. Make sure you watch this video a couple of times to make sure you get that spot on. So that's it. So the only thing left to do, put some lamps in and turn them on. Right, I've gone vintage with these. I think they look really good. Right, you ready? Brilliant. I think they look fab. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have a go. There's plenty of these bottles available for you to either empty yourself or get off eBay. If you've enjoyed this video, found some worth in this video, please do hit like, it really helps the channel. Subscribe, tell your friends, show your friends, do it yourself. Tell me how you got on. I'll see you on the next one.